What is up, guys? Here is going to be the first video of my little boot camp. Kind of taking some inspiration from TJR, I guess. But this first video is just going to be about what not to do and what you should do when you start, right? Because if you get into day trading for the wrong reasons, then it is going to be very bad for you mentally, financially, and it's just going to kind of send you in a spiral. And it's going to cause you a lot of heartache. And if you don't do it for the right reasons and you don't start the right way, it is going to absolutely cook your mental, and you're going to get addicted, quite frankly, and you're just not going to do it right. So I'm just kind of going to my story first and kind of how I've come to this realization that trading is not what everybody makes it think, and it is honestly can become a very bad addiction for a lot of people, and it is a bad addiction for a lot of people. So I started trading my freshman year of high school when I was 14 years old, and I started because one of my buddies was doing it, and he was making a lot of money. So naturally, me being in high school, not doing any of my work, not wanting to go to college, just messing around, I was like, if he can do it, I can do it, right? So I started studying. I started getting into crypto and Forex and all this bullshit, quite frankly. And I was kind of just messing around with it. Then I saw, dang, this guy's making really good money. I can do this. So started learning, right? And in that freshman to sophomore year, I was kind of just messing around, looking at Forex, looking at stuff like that, kind of just on a limb, not really knowing what I was doing, just being an idiot. But then, midway through my sophomore year, started watching TJR's Bootcamp, and I kind of started learning, right? So that piqued my interest. I started learning fair value gaps, started learning break structure and all these things. I started to slowly piece them together, right? Then my junior year, my brother opened up prop firm accounts for me because I wasn't 18 yet, and I couldn't trade them. And I got hooked, bro. Like, I was like, oh my God, I can make money so fast. Like, I was looking at the charts, place and trade. I would be up like a few $100s in a few minutes. And I'm like, this is what I want to do. Like, it's so addicting. It can be like a little dopamine hit. And seeing how that money can move and how you can make money that quick, like, got me hooked. I was like, I know I want to do this. I know I can make this work. Like, I've always been good at technical things. Let me do this. So started doing that. But I was an absolute donut, bro. Didn't know how to do risk management. Didn't know anything about discipline. And I would just blow accounts, bro. Like, I would pass them and then fail them. And it was just an infinite cycle of me just being an idiot and failing. So I ended up wasting a lot of money doing that. But then kind of into my junior year, started my senior year, I started trading futures, and I locked in. Like, I told my parents, I'm not going to college. I know this is what I want to do. And I started doing it. But at the start of the senior year, had a job, and all the money I got from there, putting it into my trading. And it was rough, right? I remember there was one time I was in the back of my study hall, and I blew like 10 Apex accounts in one class. And bro, I've never felt that bad in my life. Like, the feeling I had was like, it was terrible. And it was because I was like, if I lose, I'm failing myself. I'm not going to make any progress if I lose, so I might as well make it all back. Cannot do that. Cannot think that losing means you're failing. Losing and being okay with it and walking away is more of a sign of success than being able to win. It may sound stupid, but if you can take a losing trade and walk away and go into the next day, you are doing better than 90% of people that are taking wins, because you can get lucky. You can get lucky and win. Like, you could have gotten lucky last night. You could have not even known Trump was speaking. And you got in a short and you made a lot of money. It's pure luck. Okay? Getting payouts early in your trading career can be a very bad thing for you, because if you're getting these payouts, they may be lucky, to be honest, because anybody can get a payout. Quite frankly, you can get lucky. I'm not saying if you have a payout, you're lucky, but that absolutely can be a thing. So yeah, like, I was struggling to get a payout. I got my first payout my senior year, and from there, I just started printing. Like, I started to get a bunch of payouts. I started to do really, really good, and it was like before spring break, I told my friends like, well, I'm gonna get us a house. Let's go get a house. I ended up blowing my accounts. Um, so being humble in trading is a very important thing, and you have to do it for the right reasons. If you're starting trading just to get rich, you're gonna fail. If you're starting just to make money right now, you're gonna fail because you're like, one thing that I learned because I didn't have much money and I was relying on trading. I was relying on trading to make money was if trading is your only source of income and you don't have much money, you're gonna fail. Because if you lose $500 in a day, you're gonna be like, no, this is my only way of making money. I can't lose. I'm gonna have to make it back. You're gonna lose. So having a job is honestly really good if you're a beginner trader. Um, and that is the unfortunate truth. And I eventually realized that. And after I started to get a few payouts, I quit my job, and I actually felt a lot more stress through my trading. But I eventually made it work, bro. Like, you have to fail. I failed so many times. I guarantee you I've blown more profit from accounts than any of you, than anyone. I spent more money on accounts than anyone when I failed. But now I just didn't give up. Like, it was a long time of failing, but I just never gave up. And now here I am, and my life changed. I'm making over 10K a month as a 19-year-old that didn't go to college. And it's just a surreal feeling. But one thing I was thinking about the other day was 10K a month is nothing. Like, it's genuinely not. Like, 10K a month is not life changing. That may sound like really bad, but like the way the economy is now, and just like in order to be like financially free and be able to do what you want when you want, 10K is not enough. Like, in the world today, you have to like give everything to your future. If you want to be successful now, if you want to be successful and have what you want in the future, you have to sacrifice everything for the now, right? And a lot of people hear that and like, oh, I want to be rich later on. I want to be successful later on. I want to start being successful now. But you're not doing what it takes to be successful. You're going out, you're partying, you're spending all your money on evals, trying to pass them one day and then get the payout in the minimum days required. You need 5 days for a payout. You're trying to win every single day. If you win every single day, great. If you follow your rules and you win every single day, great. If you went on a winning streak with me and get that payout, great. But if you take a losing trade, take 2 losing trades, like, oh, I didn't get this winning day, and you get that winning day, I don't care. You're an idiot. If you are losing and not accepting the losses and you keep trading, even if you turn into $1,000 winning day, I don't care. You're an idiot and you're gonna fail. Okay? You cannot rush the process. You may get lucky, right? Again, you may get lucky. You may take 3 losses in a row. You have $1,000 to your account's gone. Like, oh, I don't want to lose this account, or I don't want to take this losing day. And you get lucky and catch an insane candle, and you're up 2K, and you're like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. No, you don't. You're an idiot. Okay? You have to be disciplined. You have to take it one step at a time, right? We took a win on Monday, took a loss on Tuesday, walked away. Took a win on Wednesday, took a win today. We're up over $2,000. I made $6,400 today on my Apex accounts. Like, there's genuinely no reason to take multiple losses and walk away. We have had 3 losing days in the past 30 days. Genuinely insane. Yet, for some reason, you hear that, you're like, oh, 3 losing days out of 30 days, but you take a loss and you freak out. Like, yes, the market conditions are bad, but we only lose 10% of the time. If we only have a losing day 10% of the time, and you're having an actual aneurysm and you're freaking out over one losing day, and if that sounds like you have to take a step back. Like, it's just simple as that. So I'm making this is the first episode of the bootcamp. I'm going to post a few more videos later over liquidity, market structure, fair value gaps, and inversion for value gaps, and one final video, piece them all together. But this is just the video about why you start. You have to have a reason for starting, okay? Whether that be for your family, for your girlfriend, for your wife, for your kids, just to be financially free. Have a goal, because if you're just doing it for yourself, you're never going to make it. You have to have a higher motive and a higher reason for this, okay? Because if you're doing this for your mom, you want to retire your mom, you want to retire your parents, you want to get your mom a house, you want to do all this and help your family, like, what are you doing? What are you doing not sticking to your rules? You want to do this for your mom, right? You go tell your mom, hey, mom, I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to help you retire. But you're not sticking to your rules. Like, you take a losing trade and you're like, I don't care. I want to make it back. you're just selfish, quite frankly, because you're giving into your emotions. You're giving into that feeling of losing, and you just feel so terrible about it. You want that dopamine hit to make it back. You're selfish. You're not. You're trying to do this for your family. You're trying to do this for your future self, for your future kids, but you can't. You're a grown man. You can't walk away from a loss. You can't overcome your emotions. You take a loss. You feel all that shame, whatever you want to feel. You just feel terrible. You can't walk away. Are you an 8-year-old girl, or are you a grown man trying to change your life? Grow up. Be disciplined. Change your mind. You have to fix your mind if you want to make trading work. Okay, and vice versa. If you're up $100 and you're scared and you go break even, that's just as bad as revenge trading. Like, you have to trust your model. Trust my model if you're trading my model. I've done this for 5 years. I've failed more than anyone. I just trust my model, trust what I'm doing, and my life has changed. Look at me as an example. I'm 19 years old. Some of you in the Discord are almost double my age. So I'm very young, and I'm so blessed to be in this position. And I just want to help you guys out. Just stay disciplined, get 1% better every day, and just follow your rules. It's simple as that. So just rambled pretty hard, but that is going to be the first video. I hope that could have helped some of you guys. I'm going to post another video today going over liquidity, but yeah.